President Obama is back at the White House this morning after his 2-week Hawaiian vacation. He and Congress returned to a packed agenda. They will face off over extending unemployment benefits and the implementation of Obamacare. On Face the Nation Sunday, Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid went on the offensive.
I am really concerned about what's going on with Republicans in Congress. Repeat to your viewers. 2/3 of people in the House of Representatives, the Republicans, voted to close the government, keep it closed more than 16 days, and default on our debt. Republicans should get a life and start talking about doing something constructively. Right. All they talk about is how bad Obamacare is. They don't talk about doing anything to improve it.
CBS News Political Director John Dickerson is in Washington. John, good morning.
Good morning, Charlie.
Happy New Year as well.
And to you, too, and happy birthday.
Thank you very much. So what's the Majority Leader trying to accomplish here with these words, and will he be able to carry the fight to the Senate the way he wants to?
Well, it's not hard to mistake it for an election year. It's basically Democrats are doing a couple of things with this strong offensive. I mean, one, they're changing the subject from last year's difficulties with the Affordable Care Act, but they're also taking it to Republicans, defining them early in what is a tough election year, particularly in the Senate. If you look at the landscape for election races in the Senate, in 7 seats where Democrats are vulnerable, they are in states where Mitt Romney won the vote. And in 6 of those 7 states, Mitt Romney won the vote by double digits. So with a tough landscape like that, Democrats are moving quickly to try and define Republicans here at the very beginning of the year.
And they're going to try and define Republicans by bringing up unemployment benefits. The president going to have a session at the White House today with those whose unemployment benefits have been cut. That's their message. But is it likely that anything's going to get done in the Senate on that issue?
Well, talking to Republicans in both the House and the Senate, there's a lot of skepticism. If anything is going to get done, Republicans say it's going to have to be offset, that the cost of extending unemployment benefits is going to have to be offset with some kind of savings from somewhere. What Democrats believe, though, is that this larger issue of income inequality, which even some Republicans, Marco Rubio, Republican senator from Florida, is talking about inequality, that this is an issue in which Democrats can talk about a range of issues to try to paint Republicans as kind of unfeeling and uncaring. The Republican response will be, we care about jobs, which is different. Let's create jobs. Let's not necessarily deal with the problem of those people who are unemployed. And that's a battle we're going to see all year long.
And then, John, want to get at your take on this buzzy story this morning about Hillary Clinton in Politico, that there is a shadow campaign in the waiting, that she's already entertaining meeting from consultants about the primary calendar, ad rates, about how she should run for president.
This is the problem for Hillary Clinton. I mean, in that great and well-reported story, she is doing, and people with her interests in mind are doing everything necessary to kind of look at the landscape, what's changed since the last time she ran, what's necessary to run, without committing her to run. A, that may be because she hasn't made up her mind herself, but B, she would like to not be a candidate for as long as possible, because the minute you're a candidate, you take on fire. So how do you do both? How do you live in both worlds? And that's the tension in that story and in her life.
All right, John, good to see you. Thank you so much.